Hola, hola, hola. Hey, everybody. Welcome, 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 welcome to another episode of the Mujer de Exito, Unbounded, Woman of Success Without Limits. That's what it means. I am your host. Soy su anfitriona, Marti Angel, Marti Angel. And this, my friends, this is the podcast, Mujer de Exito, Unbounded. This is the space for you, the mujerpreneur, Latina author. Okay, so we are talking to you, the mujerpreneurs, Latina authors, BIPOC women, where this is the podcast, this is the space where we talk about building businesses, mindset for success, and building the kind of servant leadership that is rooted in who you actually are, not who you think you're supposed to be, but who you really are. And Mujeres Hermosas Chulas, I want you to know my mission. I don't think I've ever really told you my mission, but my mission is to leave a legacy of Latina leaders who help others rock six figures. And I am so incredibly grateful for each and every one of you, my listeners. Welcome again. If you're watching me on the Coach Marti Angel YouTube channel, make sure you subscribe and hit that bell so you never miss an episode. If you're listening to me wherever you listen to your favorite shows, gracias por estar aquí. Make sure you download the episode and share it out. So whether you're listening to me on your morning walk, at your desk, or in your car, let's be honest, hiding inside your car. I know I used to do it for 5 minutes apiece before you go back inside. If you're there, gracias. Today's episode, though, Mujeres Hermosas Chulas, is one that comes from a really, really, really deep place. You see, I have been on this trek to really self-develop. I've been learning my Kabbalah. I've been learning who I am. I've been trying to honor who I am. But today, I want to share with you, and I have a feeling, tengo un sentimiento, tengo algo aquí que me dice, I have a feeling it's going to land for a lot of you. And we're going to be talking about something that doesn't have an official name, but I know that you've felt it before. If you've been on this earth for more than at least 20 years, the grief of not being the person you thought you would be by now is what we're talking about. Mujeres Hermosas Chulas. I figured out the other day that I was still grieving for the person who I thought I would be by now, but because of different life choices and circumstances, I'm not there. And more importantly, are you there? And then, what does it actually look like to let that go? To honor yourself, to honor me when I'm looking at myself in the mirror, and to actually let that go and honor who I am in this moment. So let's get into it. Hermosas Chulas, once again, my name is Marti Angel. I'm your host for the Mujer de Exito Unbounded podcast, and I am so incredibly grateful for each and every one of you, my watchers and my listeners. Mujeres Hermosas Chulas, let me share. The grief that I'm feeling is real. The grief that you're feeling is real. So let's start there, because I think what we do is we rush past this feeling, especially as mujerpreneurs, because we're wired for resilience. We reframe fast. We find the lesson. We pivot. And in doing so, we sometimes bypass the very real, the very human loss. There is a version of you that you plan to be by now. I know each and every one of us, wherever you are right now, whatever your chronological age is, there is a version of you that you plan to be by now. And some of you are going to say, whoa, I surpassed that vision, which is great. And some of you are going to say, maybe what I do is maybe that version of me that I saw and slipped away from me, maybe I'm too old to recapture that. Maybe, just maybe, she had a fully built business. Maybe in your vision, who you were not only had a fully built business, but maybe you had a beautiful family, a beautiful home, success, and everything going well externally. Maybe you had maybe that person inside you, the one inside me, she had a specific number in her bank account. Maybe you do too. Maybe the person inside of you, the child, the teenager, the adult, maybe she had a healed relationship, or maybe she had a book that was published, or a level of peace that she hadn't found yet. And somewhere along the way, you looked up and realized, whoa, she didn't come. She's not here. Not exactly. Not on the timeline that you mapped. So, hermosas, chulas, if you've been there, if you know what I'm feeling, if you know that you felt it before, if you know where I'm coming from, raise your hand. Because, hermosas, chulas, that gap that you feel, it is a real loss, and it deserves to be honored as one. Don't beat yourself up. Just honor it, because that imagined woman represented your love, your vision of what was possible. And love, when it goes unacknowledged, becomes a heavy weight. Let me repeat that. Love, when it goes unacknowledged, becomes a heavy weight. So the first invitation I have for you today is this. Let yourself feel it. Don't try to ignore it. Don't try to change your mind. I know that I do that. I'm feeling it and it's like, okay, let me go see something else, or let me go watch TV. Let me numb my mind. Let me go and just take myself away from this feeling place. And what I'm here to tell you is don't do that. Don't ignore it. Don't try to push it out. Name the version of you that hasn't arrived yet, or that didn't arrive. Name that version and thank her and give her a proper goodbye. Not drama, not a ceremony, but a proper goodbye. Because, hermosas, one of the things that I want you to understand is you are not behind. You are informed. Now, here's where it gets really interesting. Let me share with you. That version of you that was supposed to be somewhere by now, she was built on incomplete information. So stop beating yourself up, hermosas, chulas. I want you to stop beating yourself up. And I'm saying that to me, Marti, stop beating yourself up. You see, the beautiful dreamer inside of you, the child that has no barriers to her visions, she was dreamed into existence before you lived through what you have lived through. Before you knew what your mission would actually require. Before you discovered who you are under pressure. Before you discovered who you are in uncertainty. We are living in a world of political uncertainty in this moment in time. And today is January 10th, 2026. If you're listening to this at any point in time other than in this moment, know this. In all of the uncertainty, in the seasons of loss and the seasons of incredible growth, be gentle with yourself. Because you will continue to go through uncertainty. You will continue to go through seasons of loss, seasons of incredible growth, and seasons of fear. Now let's talk to her, the child inside, the woman inside you who really could see the vision, who couldn't account for the terrain because the map was drawn before the journey, right? So what does that mean? What does that mean for you? What does that mean for her? What it means, mujeres hermosas chulas, is that you are not behind. You are exactly where you need to be. You are now informed. Every detour that you have taken, everything that didn't work out the way you planned, every sale you lost, every person that quit, it has built a version of you who is more equipped, more grounded, and more genuinely capable than the imagined woman ever could have been. Just take a deep breath and be that. Be that person. I accept myself truly, exactly as I am, not only physically, but mentally and emotionally and spiritually as well. Once again, mujeres hermosas, if you're still with me, make sure to subscribe and hit that bell so you never miss an episode, and download the episode if you're listening to me wherever you listen to your favorite shows. All right. So you became someone better suited for what's actually being asked of you. Let that land, chula. Let it land. Put your hand over your heart and let it land. Let me repeat what I just exactly said. You did not fail to become the person you envisioned. You became someone better suited for what is actually asked of you. Let that land, chula. Hermosas, quiero que me escuchen. Tú no fallaste en ser la mujer que tú pensaste que ibas a ser. Tú eres una hermosa versión de mujer que tiene más capacidad para estar allí libre y comprender la situación o las situaciones de tu medio ambiente en donde estás en este momento. Fíjate, Diosito está preguntándote a ti que si esperas a esa mujer que está dentro de ti, que la dejes salir. So let me repeat that. Let me repeat what I just said in English. You didn't fail to become the person you envisioned you would be by now. You became someone better who's suited for what's actually being asked of you. Let that land. Take a deep breath, chula. Let it land. And real quick, if you want to go deeper on this subject, I have written about it. As you guys all know, I am an author as well, and I write every week my, one of these days I'm going to do short stories, but I write about my inner work. I write about the mindset. I write about the real conversations for the mujerpreneur who is done playing small. And I hope that that is you. I want you to come and read my Substack. I write there every single week, every day for women, for mujeres, for mujerpreneurs, for Latina authors, for women like you who are BIPOC, who are Latina, who are women of culture, who are seasoned, who are real, who are building something that matters to you. So, mujeres hermosas, chulas, look for the link. If you're watching me on the Coach Marti Angel YouTube channel, the link is in the description. If you're listening to me wherever you listen to your favorite shows, the link is in the show notes. But if you're just listening, it's substack.com/@Marti Angel. And that's Marti with an I. And then /reads. So come and join me over there. You're going to love what's waiting for you, I promise. Okay, let's talk about honoring where you are and how that is an act of power. You see, hermosas chulas, the last thing I want to leave you with today, because really, I want you to really take some time to think about it. The last thing I want to leave you with today is this. Honoring where you are is not settling. It's not settling. It is poder. It is power. Es tu poder. Honrar donde estás en este minuto, en este día, en estas circunstancias, es un poder. It's power. There is a difference between resignation and presence. And I want you to know the difference, because for a long time, I thought that I was just resigned to being exactly where I am. But resignation, mujeres hermosas chulas, is this, or says this. This is all there is, and it isn't enough. Resignation says, this is all there is, and it isn't enough. And then you feel like crying because you're not where you thought you would be. And there you feel like crying because everything doesn't look the way it's supposed to in your vision. When you close your eyes, you're not in that beautiful home. You're not with that, entertainer's backyard. You're not looking at the car sitting inside your driveway, inside your garage, the one that you imagined. That's resignation. Now, let me share what presence is, because presence is completely different. You see, presence says, this is where I am, and it is the only place from which I can start building what's next. Let it land. I'm feeling it right now, mujeres hermosas. I am the sixth sense mujer. I have some powerful intuitive guidance going on right now. And let me repeat that. Presence says, this is where I am, and it is the only place from which I can build what's next. Mujeres hermosas, chulas, that is powerful. The mujerpreneur who is fully present to her current chapter, to where her current circumstances are, who can see clearly what she has built, who has served with her heart, who can see the people she has served, who can see what she has earned through the hard lessons she has learned and through the hard seasons she has lived. She, my friends hermosas chulas, is exponentially more powerful, más poderosa, than the one who is half here, half grieving a life she didn't get to live. And that's where I was. I kept, up until this day, and even in this moment, I'm having a hard time. I'm beating myself up. I am half grieving a life that I didn't get to live, and that brings tears to my eyes. So this week, I'm going to ask you to do something simple, but very, very hard. It's simple, but it's not easy. Mujeres hermosas, chulas, les voy a preguntar, esta semana tienen que hacer algo que es muy fácil, pero muy duro. Mírate a ti en el espejo y pregúntate, ¿quién soy en este momento? Look at who you actually are. Not the gap, not the woman, and from where you had thought you had been to where you thought you were going to be. Not that gap, not the comparison. No quiero que compares. No, mija, no compares nada. Mujeres hermosas, chulas, ¿quién eres ahorita en este momento? Esa persona es la que tienes que amar con todo corazón. You, right now, your depth, who are you? Your earned wisdom. You are the mujer you've helped. You have gone through the hard things. You have survived the hard lessons. You have grown in ways that have no metric. Tú, mujer hermosa, tú has sobrevivido las cosas más difíciles en tu vida y todavía sigues adelante. Tú has crecido en maneras que no se pueden descargar, que no se pueden decir, esa no fui yo. That woman, the one who is already here, this woman, this one that you're watching right now, this one that when you look in the mirror, you see, she is worth your full commitment. Esa mujer que tú miras en el espejo, esa mujer es la que merece tu amor, es la que merece tu compasión, es la que merece tu espíritu. Llega a la casa y entra y respétala y ámala. Come home to her. That is so important. Come home to the woman that you're looking at in the mirror. Now, mujeres, if you want tools and resources built specifically for you, the mujerpreneur who is ready to step into her next level, I want to invite you to visit my Stand store. There's something there for every stage of your journey, I promise. So visit my Stand store. It's stand.store/Marti Angel. So come and take a look at what's been waiting for you. And if you're still with me on the Coach Marti Angel YouTube channel, remember to subscribe and hit that bell so you never miss an episode. And if you're watching me where you listen to your favorite shows, or if you're listening to me, I know I said watching, but if you're listening to me, please make sure that you subscribe, share out the episode, download it. And I would be so incredibly grateful. All right, chulas. I want to make sure that you totally understand what I've got for you this week. So let's talk about this episode. Did this episode land for you? If it did, I need you to help me share it out to reach otras mujerpreneurs in your circle who need to hear it. You know, those ones who have been quiet for too long? The ones who are wired for depth and have been told that's not enough? Send it to her. And if you want more tools, resources, content made specifically for you, the mujerpreneur, you have lots of places to look because I'm everywhere. And I have done things. I have a Stand store. I have a Gumroad store. I have a blog. Everything is at my standstore.Marti Angel, /Marti Angel. Come take a look at what's there for you. I promise you won't be disappointed. So, mujeres hermosas chulas, let's talk about this. I want you to take a look at yourself, take a deep breath, and then look at yourself and ask yourself, am I grieving the person I thought I would be by now? Or am I accepting the person I see in the mirror right now? And that, my friends, hermosas chulas, is going to be the telltale sign of how much work you still have to do. You see, I work on myself every single day. And I know that I still have a lot of work to do because I look at her and I think, oh my goodness, she should have been over here. Oh my goodness, she should have had this. Oh my goodness, she should have done this. If that sounds familiar to you, mujeres hermosas chulas, I'm here to tell you, I see you, I hear you, I am you. So, honor who you are in this moment. Forgive yourself for not being where you thought you would be, because you have survived circumstances that many others probably could not survive. So, mujeres hermosas chulas, if you're still with me right now, I want to say gracias. Thank you so much for watching me on the Coach Marti Angel YouTube channel, for listening to me to the actual Mujer de Exito Unbounded show, wherever you listen to your favorite podcasts. And as always, I am wishing you the most productive, the most creative, the most beautiful day. Hermosas chulas, si lo que acabo de decir en este episodio les llegó al corazón, por favor, compártanlo y dénselo a muchas otras mujeres emprendedoras, mujeres latinas, autoras, mujeres latinas que todavía no saben si quieren abrir un negocio, pero sí saben que algo está allí. Por favor, compartan. As always, I am wishing you the most productive, creative, and beautiful day. Hermosas chulas, yo les dejo a ustedes un fuerte abrazo y les doy las gracias por estar aquí. Have a beautiful day, everybody. Thank you for listening to the Mujer de Exito Unbounded. This is your host, Marti Angel, signing off, saying gracias por estar aquí. Have a beautiful day, everybody. Namaste.